Hello children, welcome back to the revision video of English grammar. As you can see in this video, we are going to study about chapter 5 verbs models. As few of you were asking to explain models as well conditional more deeply and thoroughly, because these are the few important and new topics which are introduced at the very first time in 8th standard and you are not familiar with them. So considering your demand and notice, I'm going to explain models once again deeply, thoroughly and clearly. So please try to listen it carefully and try to understand also, and still if you have any queries you can ask me as many times as you can. So let's begin. Children, before knowing anything else, we should know the meaning of the word models. Models are verbs used to express the mood or attitude of the speaker. Mood or attitude of the speaker means the person who is using model in his speech, in his sentences. So in which state of mind he or she is, means either he or she is happy or sad, so that is mood. They are also called modal auxiliaries. Auxiliaries are the helping verb. So models are used as the helping verb in a sentence. Models are used to give advice, seek or give permission, make suggestions, make polite requests, give invitations, etc. The most commonly used models are can, could, will, would, must, ought to, may, might, shall, should, need, dare. Children, may, can and could, they are used. They are also used to seek or permission or asking something. In the examples you can see. But where we have to use can, where we have to use may, where we have to use could, can is used in informal relations. Informal relations means with your friends, with your siblings, etc. So can you give me a glass of water? In that sense, may is used as a formal. Formal means official, or like many of the times you must have asked to your teacher, ma'am, may I come in? So in that sense, may is used. Could is very polite. So in whole, can, may, could, they are used, means depends on the situation and the speaker's relation to the listener. So I hope you understood the use of can, may and could. Asking for things, we can use can, could, may, will. Can and could, we normally use can or could for asking something. May is also possible, but being very formal, it is not preferred. However, we can use will if we like will you pass on the salt please? By now we have seen the uses of can, could, will and may. They are used for asking something. If you want to ask something, can, could, may and will are used. But here are the different uses of can, could and be able to. They are used for possibility and ability to. Like we use can to say that something is possible or that somebody has the ability to do something. For example, he can easily stand on his head. He can, not everyone. So here he can easily means he is capable enough to stand on his head. A computer can make these lengthy calculation in 10 seconds means if we do manually, the calculation can take lot of time, this lengthy calculation, but a computer can make these calculation in 10 seconds means it is possible for computer only. Can has only two forms means it is used in present as well as in past. The present can will remain can, but the past tense of can is could. For example, she can do this exercise in 5 minutes. This is used as a present tense. She could do this exercise in 5 minutes means in past. Not now. She is not able to do this exercise in 5 minutes now, but she could. In past, she could. But be able to. Do you know what is be able to? Be able to means along with able to we can use other helping verbs like is, am, are, was, were, has, had, etc. So that is why this is be here it is written. Able to can be used in all tenses, means present also, past also, and in future also. In the perfect and future tense we have to use be able to. For example, the engineers haven't been able to locate the fault. So along with able to we have used be form of the verb, that is haven't been. This is be form of the verb. We will not be able to. Will is used here. So this is again the be form of the verb. We will not be able to help you in this time. It means able to is used in present tense, in past tense, and in future tense. In all the tenses. And can is used in two tenses only. Can in present and could in past. So what we have learnt here, can and could shows possibility, ability, capacity to do something in the present or past, and be able to, it also shows the possibility and ability, but in all the times. Now let's see the uses of could and was able to. Children, both are same. The meaning of both of them are same, but could suggest general ability or permission to do something, and was able to suggest ability in a particular situation. So this is the difference in could and was able to. For example, when my father was young, he could easily lift a 200 kg weight. This is general ability. General ability means it was his daily routine. As usual, he could lift 200 kg of weight. My father was able to lift the heavy box and carry it upstairs once. It had happened once only. It is not general ability. It had happens only once. So this is the difference between could and was able to. Please remember this. We could buy tickets in advance. This is general ability. There was a mad rush for the movie, but we were able to buy tickets in advance in a particular situation. Means in a one particular day, it was a mad rush for the movie, but somehow he managed to buy the tickets. In one particular situation, in one fine day, he did this. So here it is used able to. The negative couldn't can be used in all situations. Okay, couldn't can be used in all the in general as well as a prominent one. Could, general ability or permission to do something. This is what we have learnt. And was able to, ability in a particular situation. Children, by now I hope you understood the uses of couldn't, was able to, and could. So on the basis of understanding, let's try to do this exercise. Complete these sentences using could, couldn't, or be able to. The first sentence is, I went to every drugstore, but I dash get the medicine. So what we have to apply here? It is couldn't. Remaining answers are being given here. So let's proceed for the next. Let's see exercise 6 also. Fill in the blanks with can, can't, could or couldn't and one of these verbs. One of these verbs means the verbs which are given in the box. Sentence 1 is, I am afraid I dash any longer. I am already quite late. So here it will be can't wait. So another answers are being given here. So you can do. Let's proceed for the next. By now we came to know that could is used to ask permission in a very polite manner. Could is used to show ability of the past, general ability of the past, and could is also used to make suggestions. In this picture we can see there are 4 boys. So they are planning for the evening. One of them is asking, what shall we do this evening? Another one is saying or suggesting we could play carom. Third one is suggesting we could go for a long walk. The last one, fourth one is suggesting we could go to see a movie. Children, can is also possible in these sentences, but could is less sure than can. Means chances are less. Where the chances are less, there we have to use could instead of can. It is more usual to use could. Now, the uses of could and could have. Could refers to the present, could have refers to some moment in the past. I'm so hungry, I could eat dozens of chapatis means at present, right now. It shows the present situation. I was so hungry, I could have eaten dozens of chapatis. Some moment in the past. We often use could have to talk about things which were possible but didn't happen. Like, he slipped so badly on a banana skin. Banana skin means banana peel. You can either use skin or peel, both are same. He could have hurt himself, but he didn't. So, the difference between could or could have is could is used at the present moment and could have is used at some moment in the past but didn't do or didn't happen. On the basis of understanding of could and could have, let's do exercise 8. Complete these sentences with could or could have along with suitable verb. Why didn't you participate? You dash the tournament means if you had participated, you dash the tournament. You could have won the tournament. Other sentences you can do because answers have been given at the bottom. So do this exercise in your book or notebook. By now we have learned that may is used to seek permission. Could is used to ask something in a polite way, in polite manner. Could is also used to show general ability of the past. It is also used to suggest something, but it is less sure than can. Now let's see the different uses of may, might and could. Both may and might are used to suggest possibility, but might suggest a lesser possibility, as we have seen the difference between could and can. So same difference is here along with the may and might. Might suggest a lesser possibility than may. Could is also possible in these sentences. He could be in his office, but could suggest a lesser possibility. By now we came to know that may is used formally to ask something or to seek permission. Could is used to ask something but very politely, and also it is used to show general ability of the past. Might is used like may and could, but the difference is both may and might are used to suggest possibility, but might suggest a lesser possibility than may. Could is also possible in these sentences, but could suggest still lesser possibility. For example, he could be in his office. Here the lady is asking, where is your father? So he might be playing tennis with Vijay, or he may be in his office.